Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with a return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and looking at an update on the reported and verified shareholders for TradeStation. We're also going to be looking at TradeStation assets and what it could mean for them in terms of their liability. And then I'm going to be looking at the top 10 stocks for 2024 that I would consider potentially going all in, and also finishing off by having a look at the weekly watch list review. So stay tuned for that. Before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here from investing.com, we can see that US economic data points to a real momentum for 2024 suggested by the White House. So hopefully that's good news for the market. So for this week, I'm sure you all know trading is not taking place on the Monday, New Year's Day, but for the rest of the week we have some important data with regard to manufacturing on Wednesday. We have the Fed FOMC minutes Wednesday, non-farm payroll data on Thursday, unemployment rate on Friday. So an important week going ahead. But if we look at earnings, again, not a big week for earnings, but there are a couple of stocks that we're watching for earnings, and these include in the Discord ticker symbol RPM and CALM. We're looking at them as a potential beat for earnings. So let's finish off by having a look at a review of the heat map for 2023, and we can see here overall 2023 has been an exceptional year, and in particular we can see that Apple, Microsoft, Adobe, and one of the best performing stocks was Nvidia. So hopefully a similar year 2024. So I'm going to start by sharing with you a tweet from the US Securities and Exchange Commission and also from Gary Gensler. So what they have stated is that their New Year's resolution is to protect investors. So I think that's quite hypocritical, and what I have stated after tagging in the SEC is that your New Year's resolution is to protect investors. And is this because you realized in the past you have not done enough to protect the thousands of MMTLP investors? And obviously we now know that Congress are asking you very, very tough questions. So I believe this New Year's resolution of yours is a joke, and basically like an admission that you didn't protect investors before, so you are now promising to protect investors from 2024. So very interesting post there from the SEC. So what I've also stated, going back to the TradeStation theme now, and an allegation for TradeStation, you have from my point of view, you are alleged to have declined your customer transfer request for registering ownership of their shares in book entry form with AST. So basically TradeStation, what you are saying is you are unable to fulfill your contractual obligation to customers who used your services and bought these shares with their hard-earned American dollars. So are you basically declining the customer request? After declining them, you're basically admitting to breach of contract, with the likely reason you're being obviously you may have allowed the trading of counterfeit shares, because obviously there is potentially evidence of an imbalance, and it will be interesting to see how you respond to these allegations in court, because I do expect some cases to go ahead after this update. So I have added on an update from a broker survey, so if anybody's interested in that, go ahead and check that out. And I think there may be hopefully more updates with other brokers once now that we've had the first one from TradeStation showing potential imbalance. What John Berder has stated, he's checked on the no-ball list for TradeStation June the 1st 2022. So they had just in excess of 396,000 shares, with the no-ball registration shareholder not objecting to giving their info on the company on this date. So the bulk certificate issued to TradeStation is 122,000. So certainly doesn't look like a match there. The bulk certificate issued 122,000. but obviously it looks like they had 396,000, so that is certainly looks like it not adding up. So I'm now going to focus on the assets. So the TradeStation client assets, they have approximately 185 billion in client assets as of the third quarter 2023. If we compare that with interactive brokers, they have much more at 350 billion. TD have much more at 825 billion, and one of the biggest is Schwab, 7.8 trillion. So as we can see, TradeStation is falling behind the major players, but again, 185 billion dollars in assets for client assets is certainly an important figure. Let's now have a look at an update from Iron who's posted earlier today. If you want to participate, please DM me your TradeStation MMTLP shares, and this can be in AST sent over from TradeStation. Updates will be provided until we hit 100% of the float. So if we have a look at the information from Iron Ape on the left hand side, we can see total TradeStation MMTLP float was just in excess of 122,000, and we have 11 holders reporting shares, approximately 64,900, and the percentage of TradeStation float, we're looking at 52.94%. so go ahead and contact Iron Ape to update that. But what we can see here from Richard, he stated here, on top of everything else, if TradeStation admission of non-agreed dilution, and dilution obviously is everyone's shares by definition, was known by Congress weeks ago, where obviously why was this not added into the subpoena? So in my contentious arbitration, I'm fighting tooth and nail for the exercise of the subpoena power. Hopefully Congress will take this into account, and in DC the search for the truth lacks the same urgency that befits the real facts. So obviously we do deserve facts, and we do deserve a resolution. And finally from Pocahontas here, good news in terms of number of impressions. She stated here, we have 1 million impressions milestone, and this is a million reasons for Ralph Norman to thank him for leading the charge on calling out the SEC and FINRA for transparency. We want the share count, and special thanks to all who signed the letter, and for those who haven't, the time is now for you to show your support and add your name onto the letter. What I'd now like to do is share with you 10 stocks that I'm bullish on for 2024 and beyond, and if I had to, I would also consider going all in one of these stocks. So these include tick symbol NVDA, which is in the sector of generative AI. They've had a tremendous year. CRWD, CrowdStrike, in the area of security, and they could have a tremendous year for 2024 as well. Google, again, that's one of the stocks that I personally hold, and they've had an exceptional year, and also in the area of AI and tech, and I expect Google to continue their growth that they've already shown. Snow is another stock that we're looking at in the Discord in the area of data, so they've had another good year, which I expect to continue. And in the EV sector, Tesla, I expect them to get close to the all-time high for 2024. I think the numbers are going to improve, and I think the future is certainly looking good as the market leader in the EV sector for Tesla. AMD, again, a tremendous year for AMD, another stock that we have been watching, and I think they are also going to be reaching all-time highs as well. MDB in the area of database, I think that could be an excellent stock to look at. Microsoft have had a very good year, and obviously in the area of cloud generative AI, I think their growth is certainly going to continue. Melly is another stock that we've been watching in the Discord, and they've had a good year with excellent growth, and I think one of the safer stocks to hold, Amazon, AMZN, in the area of cloud and generative AI. You cannot really go much too wrong with Amazon, so another potential good stock for 2024. So finally, let's have a quick review of last week's weekly watch list. This is shared exclusively with the Discord members, so if you would like to get the next one, details are in the description below. It has just been released, but last week we called out stocks such as ONCT, and that was up obviously 10% on the week. MRR, that was up 40% on the week. That was the best call. There was also a chance to get 54% return on that. We also called out ALT, that was up 17% on the week. There was also a chance to get 28% return. DLTR, we called that out, and that was up 3% on the week. Remember, Monday was not a trading day. NEO was up 3.5% with the chances to get higher returns as well, with a good beat on earnings and good potential news for NEO. TLRY, that was another call that we had, that was up 7% on the week. APDN, that was down 2%. NMRA was down 1% on the week, so not all calls are successful. BAC was up over 51% on Tuesday, giving good opportunity to take profits before it went before the sell-off. RKLB, again, that was down 2% on the week, but chances to get 7% return. ASE was down 5% on the week. So if you would like to get our daily stock alerts as well as the weekly watch list, you can join us. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.